All right, taking a little break from the shop, and there's supposed to be a really good full moon tonight coming up, and I think the timing between the setting of the sun and the setting of the, or the rising of the moon, is going to be good. So I have geared up, got my tripod. I got many tripods, that's video, this is for the still. Got my camera, I got my bag, I got a 70-200 with 2x extender, so I have up to 400 millimeter on that. So I've got these bad boys ready to go, and we'll see what happens. I haven't shot in a long time. I mean, I haven't shot just for fun, you know, for my own personal stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go do it, and I've got to wait for the sun to get to that right point, and just gonna scout out a location, and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm out chasing the moonrise right now. Haven't done it in a while. Sun is setting, and I'm trying to position myself in a good spot where I have the ambient light of the sun and the rising of the moon, because the sun is illuminating the moon. So when that happens, you have to expose that accordingly, or you will get just a white blob, a white circle, an overexposed circle up in the sky. So I got a few minutes. It's pretty bright right now, so I'm hoping that today is the day. Sometimes, I always look at the moon and I go, oh, I wish I had my camera, but I have to plan it, you know? That's the thing, you gotta plan it and be in your spot when it happens. So that's what I'm hoping that happens. I got about 5 minutes to get to where I gotta go, then hopefully set up, and the moon's not risen yet. So once it does, I can go snap, 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 and then I will show you guys the photo. So that's the whole intent there. Yeah, people, when I had my photo processing store, 1 Hour Photo, people would bring me photos to process of the moon, and then I always see just this white blob, you know, white circle in the sky, and I knew the theory behind a sunlit object. You have to expose it accordingly, which means that, so if it was a sunny day and you were shooting at ISO 100, the sunny 16 rule would say that you would have your shutter speed at 1/100th of a second and your f-stop would be at 1/16th of a second. That would expose it properly. You don't have to have any light meter or anything. You would get it so close that you wouldn't have to worry about it. Plus, shooting raw, you can adjust those minor details, you know. Even if you were 1 stop over or 1 stop under, you'd still be fine. So that's the sunny 16 rule. So Ansel Adams said about the moon, because he was one of the best landscape photographers ever, him and Weston, that he said that it's a sunlit object, so therefore you have to expose accordingly. Meaning that if you're down at f2.8 and your shutter speed's at 100, you're going to overexpose the moon. So the idea is to have your ambient light bright enough so that you can balance out the moon and still have your landscape somewhat properly exposed. It probably wants to be a little dark, but so we're coming up. Ooh, this might be the spot though. I don't want to run over this person, but it might be the spot. Right, so I don't know if I can catch the moon. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming up. And we've got a little bit of clouds happening over there. I'll have to just turn it around like this. And the wind's picking up a little bit. I'm gonna keep going a little further. I wanna get to a spot where I know I can catch the moon. So I'd have to walk further out in the marsh there, and I don't want to get ticks. I'm not really prepared for that. So I'm gonna go down to New Suffolk and get situated down there. But there's some low-lying clouds, and sometimes that hides the moon when it comes up from the horizon, and then all of a sudden you got all of that horizon you're shooting through. But that's what makes the moon look bigger when it's rising, is that it's being distorted and making it look bigger. However, when you photograph it, it's the same size. It just looks bigger. I think that's the theory anyway. So there's one more place too that I want to check. I wanted to get that osprey's nest in there. I want to have something in the foreground. So boy, a lot of people out today. It was a beautiful day. So anyway, I'll get back to I want something in the foreground so that you got the moon, you got the osprey nest, you got something, your body of land, something like that. So now I've taken pictures down the street before. There's the sun setting. I think I got some time. And there's a groin or a jetty here. A groin. Maybe I'll shoot through the groin. Well, that might be cool. All right, I think this is the spot. Robbins Island. The moon is somewhere over there. So it looks pretty good. So maybe I'll shoot through that fence, that groin there. But yeah, that's sun. Let me go get my camera. All right, so being your own video camera guy and the photographer is a lot of work. The camera I'm holding here is heavy, and this is very heavy, so I got to do both. But it's worth it. Here we go. All right, so here's where the path leads us. And I got rid of my phone, so now I have my regular vlogging camera. But I'll set this up on the sand or something, and then just kind of I'll edit it. It's always in the edit, but it's really gorgeous today. All right, maybe I better be careful because the moon might come up somewhere else, and I don't know. But this is I'm looking east right now, so that's where it should be. Look, you know what? Let me put my camera down. Did I mention it's not too cold, but it's gonna get colder for sure. I might be too early because it's 6:23 and I think the moonrise is 6:45. I think I missed it. I think it was last night that I should have been here, because the sun is, as you can see, is going down, and I haven't seen anything over here. All right, good morning. So what's happening? Last night, as you had seen, I went out and tried to capture that moon. And a couple of different things happened where I was waiting, and nothing really was seeming to happen. I figured that it was a bust. The moon was more obviously going to be coming up, but I thought maybe I missed it and it was around where I couldn't see it, where the location I was. So what I did was I moved to a different location, and there was some other photographers there. And I met this lovely woman, and we struck up a conversation and talking about loving to be out there and taking pictures and trying to capture this gorgeous, gorgeous moon that we were anticipating. And lo and behold, while I was over there, it certainly came up. Here I am this morning, bringing you the photos that I took, and I'm very happy with it. I put it out on Instagram, and I link below, and you can see that. What I'm hoping to do every month, if the weather is permitting, is to try to capture the moon in different places. So look for more moon shots. So I'm trying to build this channel, trying to build up subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you like the video, click on that thumbs up button. And if you want to get some notifications from me, there's a bell in this corner somewhere over here or over there. Anyway, there's a little bell. If you click on that bell, then you'll get all my notifications when I post videos. So thank you to my community out there, you YouTubers, and all my friends, family. Peace out.